Hello, YouTube fans and Facebook fans of DX Engineering. It is Thursday afternoon here in the Eastern time zone of the USA. It is 1830 Zulu on September 21st, 2023. This is the Manufacturer Showcase. This is a little different today. Normally, we would talk to over 170 different manufacturers that we have here at DX Engineering. But today, we're going to talk about a team that is going to manufacture QSOs from a really cool place. So, with that, Adrian, introduce your team.
Hello, everyone. This is the a few members of the W8S team of the Swains Island DXpedition 2023, which will hit the airwaves in a few weeks. I have here together with me Gerben, Papa Golf 5 Mike, and Johannes, Papa Alpha 5 X-Ray.
And so, tell us about the whole Swains deal. Tell us about the website, everything. I mean, and what you guys are doing to prepare.
Well, we've been working on this project for quite a few years. We've hit a few snags because of boat issues and COVID and so forth. The expedition team leader has been negotiating with Mr. Jennings, Alex Jennings, for almost 7 years to allow us to get on the island. Because believe it or not, the Swains Island is a private island owned by the Jennings family. And currently, Alex Jennings is in charge of managing the island. Although the area around the island is part of the National Marine Life Sanctuary. So it's a pretty particular island. It's almost untouched by civilization. It's corals around it. A lot of scientists like to visit and check the area around the island. And if all goes right, we're going to be setting foot on the island on October 4th. So go ahead.
Pretty soon.
Yes, pretty soon. We're almost on the last few days before leaving. Actually, the team of 10 members will be flying to Hawaii next week. We'll meet there in Hawaii, and then from there we'll take another flight to American Samoa in Pago Pago. We will stay in American Samoa for a few days to do the last minute shopping and especially purchase the heavy items that makes no sense to bring with us by plane. We have a lot of equipment that already been shipped to the island. And then after a few days, we will load everything into a boat, a big boat. And after a 24-hour journey by sea, as I said, we plan to be there on October 4th. Gerben here was quite involved with some of the more complex logistics, so I'll let him take over.
Okay. Yeah, so in 2020, we were supposed to go there, as Adrian said. We packed all the materials the K3s that we have with us and amplifiers we take as hand luggage, but all the other materials and mostly related to antennas and coax and all those kind of things were packed in 4 boxes, and they were ready for shipment. But that was the time, that measles epidemic broke out in American Samoa, so we had to get our jabs, to be protected. Then we got the damaged ship, and then we got Corona, and we had to cancel all our activities at the last moment. So in May this year, we got a new contract, and then you could think, okay, then you pack the same stuff in the 4 boxes and you're ready. But we got the idea that now propagation is different. Maybe we should have 2 more stations on the air, so 6. That brought new antennas, a lot of other stuff. And in the meantime, we were able to pack 6 boxes that are on the way to American Samoa. But I think, some of the newcomers, because we had 4 new operators this time in the team, they also said, what is so different from 2020? Because now we spend a lot more time on it. But I think what we did is we prepared it in a much better way. So everything is labeled and color-coded so that once we are on the island, there's no puzzle anymore, where should this go to or in what station should we use this. Every piece of cable or equipment is labeled and everyone knows exactly what to put together. And I think in that way, we did a lot of preparation and testing also here in the Netherlands with the antennas. We had a field day where we were testing our antennas. So with all those preparations, we hope that once we are on the island, we can minimize the time, that we spend on building and start operating as soon as we can.
Well, that's great. And we are here at DX Engineering, we are thrilled to have donated a lot of coax and other things that you guys need on the island. And, Johannes, you gotta be excited because the sunspots are great. The bands are good. I mean, you're gonna have a great time.
Absolutely, Tim. First of all, we want to thank DX Engineering for supporting our DXpedition. Thank you very much for the support and your ongoing support to many DXpeditions. We cooperated with Terry, K8SCA, to get our equipment, and everything was perfectly and very well organized. Yeah, Tim, we're very excited to go to Swains. I've only joined the team for the last year or so, but I'm very excited and honored to be part of this great team with great operators. As the guys said, everything is very well prepared, and we didn't only look at the hardware and preparing that part, but also, let's say, we started off with a questionnaire within the team and to do a survey. What do we want? What does each operator want to do? Which modes do they want to operate? And with that, we assembled, let's say, a plan. And we want to make sure that when we're on the air, we're always on the air in different modes at the same time. And we have made pairs of operators working together. So, yeah, we're really well prepared, to be honest. And yeah, that's great to prepare something in such detail.
Yeah, and as Gerben talked about, you had extra time, and that makes everything go even smoother. Adrian, I mean, you've been on so many DXpeditions lately, but this one's got to be exciting. I mean, this is all different here.
Yes, it is indeed. It's a very unique island. It's not inhabited. And so we do have to bring everything on the island. And what's unique also is the first time the island will be activated in the EME. We'll be active in 6 meters, both via equatorial propagation and also through EME. We also plan to do 60 meters. So a lot of people are excited of new ones, things that haven't happened before. And if everything works right and the internet connection will be good, thanks to the Starlink system, we might be able to send the first ever live images from this remote uninhabited island that's part of the American Samoa. It has a very interesting history. And well, if you visit our website, Swains2023.com, you can see a few interesting things. First, about the history of the island, quite a few juicy details. Then we have a diagram of our camps. We have divided our setup in a blue camp and a red camp. So this way, as Johan has mentioned, we can operate in 2 bands in the same time. I mean, in 2 modes in the same time on the same band. 2 camps separated by about 1,500 feet. We'll try to upload the logs at least once a day to Club Log. And we also have a separate section for the setup for the EME antenna. It's going to be hot. A lot of mosquitoes, big ones from what I heard. But we all know this is not a vacation. We're going there to get the pileups going and get people exciting into getting an all-time new one, and also get some bend fills that are unique and for the first time on the air. And as Johannes mentioned, some of those components, among them the 6-meter antenna, is thanks courtesy of DX Engineering.
Well, we're so happy to help. And Gerben, you've been planning this for a long time. How many QSOs do you think you're going to make, Gerben?
Yeah, I mean, I would say, I'm a CW operator, so we will not make, the biggest numbers by CW only. But, FT8 these days, and we see that on all the expeditions, will certainly, help, to raise the number of QSOs. So I would expect, to make at least 100,000 QSOs. I mean, that's also compared to other activities and so on. But, that's still a challenge for us. It's not that easy. And of course, the time is also limited. We still don't know exactly how much time we need, to set up camp, because when we arrive, a lot of things need to be arranged. I mean, the generators need to be distributed. The tents need to be erected where we're going to sit to build our stations and so on. So that may take a day, and maybe after one day we can have 1 or 2 stations on the air, and then the next day we do the rest. So yeah, that has an impact, of course, on the number of QSOs. But as I said, we have prepared it in such a way that we minimize the time, of finding out what we have to do. It's all straightforward, and I think we gain, we save time by doing so, and concentrate on making QSOs.
So, Johannes, what is the travel like for you to go to Swains? Right? So tell us about the flights that you have.
Okay, well, Tim, it's pretty straightforward. We fly from Amsterdam straight with KLM to Los Angeles, LAX, and from LAX we fly with Delta to Honolulu and Hawaii. So there's only 2 flights to Hawaii, and then we team up. We have the whole team assembling on Hawaii for one night. And then we fly with Hawaiian Airlines the next day from Honolulu to Pago Pago on American Samoa. So pretty straightforward. A long trip, but not too complicated.
Well, it's not like going to Bouvet, where Adrian had a really long voyage there. Adrian, thanks so much for bringing everybody on today. It's been fascinating to learn about Swains. People can go to the website for more information or to help donate, and this is going to be really good. Adrian, thank you so much.
Well, thank you for having us. Indeed, our website, Swains2023.com. It's good to be visited by all enthusiasts. Swains Island is unique because it's not only a very rare DX entity. I think it's number 27 at this time, but it's also an IOTA. It's also a POTA for those parks enthusiasts, and also flora and fauna part of their program as well. So there's a little bit for anyone, regardless of what they try to hunt. So see us in the pileups. We really hope we're going to have a good time there and give a new one to as many as possible.
Yeah, and if everything works out, we'll do a live shot with you as well, Adrian. And thanks, Gerben, Johannes, and Adrian for coming on today. And thanks to all of you for watching. And we'll see you tomorrow for another great social media show here on the DX Engineering channel. Until then, 73.
73.
Okay.